Stars, be they millions or billions of years old, are all born in a nebulae, clouds of dust and mostly hydrogen gas. These clouds are also known as stellar nurseries. Within these stellar nurseries, stars began their life as hot cores formed by the collection and collapse of dust and gas, also known as a protostar. Protostar is a baby star. As the protostar become hotter, hydrogen nuclei inside of their cores began to fuse and create helium. This thermonuclear fusion generates a star's heat and energy and causes it to shine. Once all of the hydrogen in the star's core is converted to helium, the core collapses on itself, causing the star to expand. As it expands, it first becomes a subgiant star, then a red giant. Red giants have cooler surfaces than main sequence stars, and because of this, they will appear red rather than yellow. If the star is massive enough, it can become larger enough to be classified as a supergiant. Stars are mainly classified by their surface, temperature, and the amount of light they emit. But no matter the luminosity or surface temperature, all stars eventually burn through their hydrogen fuel and die out. Less massive stars such as our Sun release their stellar material into space, leaving behind a white dwarf surrounded by a planetary nebula. More massive stars instead blast matter into space in a bright supernova. A supernova explosion is one of the brightest events in the universe. Most of the star's material is blown into the space and the core implodes rapidly into a neutron star. But in case of the supernova of most massive stars, things are pretty different. The particles of the star collapse upon themselves. As a result, the star becomes hotter and denser, which eventually creates a point of infinite density, also known as a black hole. The gravity of a black hole is so strong that not even light can escape through it. In brief, we learned that stars are formed in stellar nurseries of cloud and gas, which include average stars and massive stars. After fusion, average stars turn into red giants, which further leave their material into space and become white dwarfs, while the massive stars turn into red supergiants, which go supernova and forms neutron stars and black holes, which is considered as the death of stars. But from the remnants of stars, heavier elements are cast into the universe, and it is this stardust that form the seedlings of life itself.